Welcome back to a brand new NC Sports edition. Jero Malingri here from the newsroom, and we've got some major events topping the headlines this week. Yes, the action just won't quit even in November. Still a few World Championship titles up for grabs, and for another bunch, it's Vendée Globe time. Remember, live start this Sunday on Nautical Channel, and the 29 skippers of this 8th edition are ready to rumble in Le Sable. France correspondent Christian Dumard links to the studio with the insight and for an expert weather forecast for that key first week of racing. In the briefs, mixing the water tribes, new WSL world champ JJ Florence takes the ride of his life on Oracle Racing. ISA and WSL join forces on the journey to Tokyo 2020 and complete corrected time results for the Middle Sea race after that spectacular duel between Fatal 3 and Maserati seen last week. Plus, Hunt and Ifland cap huge season performances by winning the Cliff Diving World Series final in Dubai and their respective 2016 titles. Complete results from the La Torche Grand Slam, and Matteo Iachino with Ibaya Moreno pick up their PWA World Championship. No matter the specific discipline, there are always great uplifting stories reaching our desks here at Nautical Channel. However, that cannot always be the case. Immense sadness has been rippling through the world's sailing community since the U.S. Coast Guard announced last weekend it had interrupted what was a fruitless search for Chinese sailor Guo Chuan near Hawaii. A record man and a pioneer in his own nation, he will never be forgotten. Well, for some more insight on what happened out there on board Trimaran Qingdao, we are joined today by Christian Dumard, our France correspondent. Christian has been running the Qingdao team for the past 6 years and is also in charge of weather back at Vendée Globe headquarters. Hello, Christian, and welcome on NC Sports. Wish it was a happier occasion. Now, this must be really tough on all of you on the Qingdao team.
Yeah, good morning. Yes, it was a very terrible news to learn that Guo Chuan had fallen overboard during his record from San Francisco to Shanghai. He fell about 600 miles northwest of Honolulu, and it was at night. So the Coast Guards have done some research with the plane for 48 hours, and the boat from the Navy, from the US Navy, dropped crew on the boat to check that nobody was unconscious or injured inside the boat.
Now, I understand you and your team will be off to Hawaii very soon, where you'll be trying to salvage Trimaran Qingdao. What's the plan there, and do you think there may be some more evidence on what happened on board at this point?
What happened exactly is not easy to say today. We'll probably have much more information when the crew will be on the boat. They should leave Honolulu in a few days from now, and we'll be on the Trimaran probably in 10 days from now. and then we'll understand probably much better what has happened to Go Chuan and why he fell overboard.
Of course, our condolences to the entire team and to Guo Chuan's family. Christian, we'll be following up soon with you on this very sad story. Well, all of you lucky Nautical Channel subscribers better be getting that special Sunday brunch ready. You've seen it all over the place in our daily and weekly programming. Probably you've had enough of the promos by now and can't wait for the real thing. Well, we've got plenty of action coming your way with a marathon global television broadcast for the live start of the greatest, toughest solo sailing adventure of them all, the Vendée Globe Challenge. Now, Christian, what an amazing edition of the Vendée Globe Challenge this is going to be, at least from the starting lineup. Lots of top contenders, a huge fleet, and of course, the foiling factor. What's your impression?
Yeah, the progress has been huge for the last 4 years. Now the boats are equipped with foils, which allows them to foil above the water when the wind is above 15 to 18 knots, especially when they're reaching. And it's amazing how fast those boats can go. We don't know exactly how much the difference is going to be with the old boats, because most of them have been equipped with a new generation of foils about 1 or 2 months ago. And we know they're much faster than with the old generation of foils, but how much, what's the difference, from how much are they going to break the record, we still don't know. We'll see probably in a few days or few weeks from now.
We'll be back after the break with Christian Dumarde for some weather forecasting and a bit of tactical analysis for week 1 at the Vendée Globe Challenge. But first, JJ Florence with Tom Slingsby and Jimmy Spithill. The Water Tribes are mixing it up. ISA and WSL close ranks for Tokyo 2020, and a certain Mascalzone Latino topped the 2016 Middle Sea race. Next on the NC Sports Briefs. We're back on NC Sports, and for those of you just tuning in, this weekend is all about Vendée Globe Frenzy, full live global television broadcast for the start this Sunday on Nautical Channel, and you can't miss it. France correspondent Christian Dumard is still online with us. Thanks, Chris. Now let's take a look at this first week of racing. You've seen the grip files and the long-term forecasts. What can we expect starting Sunday?
They should have very nice conditions for the start, maybe 10 to 15 knots, northerly winds, a little like today. It will be a little chilly, but very good conditions and very fast conditions to go up to Cape Finisterre in Spain. From there, the boats should be probably downwind up to the Canaries, then in the trade winds, and the next step will be the doldrums, or the ITCZ for them. Which is always a complicated zone with light winds. We don't know yet what could happen in the southern hemisphere, what the conditions will be in the southern Atlantic. It's too far away from now because they'll probably reach the doldrums about 8 or 9 days after the starts. So we'll see.
Now on one side you have the super pros on high-tech foilers, and on the other experienced sailors on refurbished but still 10-year-old vessels. Most likely by next week we'll already be looking at a very fragmented fleet. So Christian, everybody is asking the question now, what do you think? Will the new foiling IMOCA 60s pass the round the world endurance test? And do you have a personal favorite?
Everybody is talking about this. Probably a few of them will at least. Usually about half of the boats finish the race. It's always the same ratio for old and new boats. Well, it has been in the past, and we could think it would be the same for 2016. But the Vendée Globe is not only about new boats and foilers, it's also about old boats and people just going there for the adventure of sailing around the world non-stop without any assistance. So there are a few boats which are 15, 16, 20 years old, and which are still doing the Vendée Globe. They'll be much slower, but that's not the question. For the skipper, the main goal, as I said, is just to go around the world and live an adventure they will only have once in their life.
Well, many thanks, Christian, for staying with us and for sharing. We all wish you the best of luck with the recovery of Trimarang Qingdao. And we'll see you very soon for another Vendée Globe update right here on NC Sports. Take care now.
Bye-bye, and see you next week. We'll probably know more about the foilers and how fast they go and what will be the difference between the new ones and the old ones. And hopefully we'll know more about what happened to Gochuan.
With Britain's Gary Hunt already crowned a men's champ with an event to spare, the Cliff Diving World Series final in Dubai last weekend became the decider for the women's title. From rookie to world champ, it's the amazing story of Rhiannon Ifland. This was a sensational 2016 season for the young Australian, who managed to do the unthinkable in the Emirates.
Huge crowds and a stunningly lit Dubai skyline set the stage for the thrilling climax of the 2016 Cliff Diving World Series, with Rhiannon Ifland and Gary Hunt walking away with the coveted King Kakili Trophy. In fairy tale style, Ifland, a 25-year-old rookie from Down Under who entered the series on a wild card, twisted and somersaulted her way past rivals Canadian Lizanne Richards and American Chesley Carlton, who took the number 2 and 3 spots overall, even though neither made the finals podium in Dubai. Instead, fellow Aussie Helena Mertens stole second, and Adriana Jimenez from Mexico grabbed third in her first podium finish of the season. In the men's camp, veteran UK diver Gary Hunt, who had already secured his 6th title coming into Dubai, had to settle for second, while American Angie Jones celebrated his first series victory of the year to earn the number 3 spot overall behind Mexico's Jonathan Paredes, who took the final spot on the Dubai podium.
Matteo Iachino from Italy wins the duel against France's Pierre Morfond to become the 2016 PWA Slalom World Champion. Ibai Moreno takes the wave crown for Spain. Coming up, top results from the PWA Grand Slam in La Torre. A windless La Torre denied racing in France for top windsurf pros, but with victories in South Korea, Denmark, and Germany, Matteo Iachino topped the 2016 PWA slalom season. The 26-year-old Italian ended a 4-year dominance by veteran multiple world champ Antoine Albo, and also held back new local sensation Pierre Morfond, who closed in second overall, while Great Britain's Ross Williams finished third. The longest-standing duel among the Moreno sisters on the women's wave once again dominated the season, and Ibai took the world crown for the 3rd year in a row. After losing against Daida in Event 1 in Gran Canaria, she hit back hard, taking both the Tenerife and the Sylt. Third, but not least, in 2016 is Aruba's super champ, Sara Kita Ofringa, now sharpening her wave riding to come back fighting in 2017. Sup pros, head to the Canaries for the Tenerife Pro RC44 finals in Malta, and the Yacht Racing Forum takes a look at the state of the sport. Let's mark the days with the NC Sports calendar.
The countdown has begun for the final event of the 2016 World Championship season, as top stand-up paddlers will meet in the Canary Islands from November 30th to December 7th at the Tenerife Pro. Fireworks are to be expected with supersized Atlantic Ocean conditions this time of year, and with the fleet now on the chase for current SUP World Tour leaders Kao Vaz and Izzy Gomez. All bets are still on as the race for the 2016 RC44 Championship crown heads to Valletta, Malta from November 23rd to 27th for the final showdown. With the top 4 teams locked in a mere 5-point spread, overall leader Slovakian Team Serif will be feeling the pressure from Britain's Team Aqua, trailing by only 2 points, and with Sweden's Artemis Racing and Russia's Team Nika also breathing down their necks, it looks set to be one heck of a battle. Hot on the heels of the Valletta Cup, Malta also gears up to host the Yacht Racing Forum from November 28th to 29th. The annual 2-day gathering focuses on the business side of racing, with discussions on commercial strategies, sailing on TV, the use of social networks, sustainability, and much more. Nautical Channel is once again a proud media sponsor of the Yacht Racing Forum.
Time's up for today, but we'll be back next week with more news, insight, and analysis from the wide world of water sports. Be sure to catch the start of the Vendée Globe Challenge live starting Sunday morning on Nautical Channel. In fact, we'll leave you with some fresh footage just in from Le Sable. I'm Jero Malingri, and remember, plunge into the action with NC Sports.